Good morning and welcome to the Met Report. It is Monday, November 24th. I'm Camila, Lomakina.
And I'm Kevin Zepeda. Thank you guys for joining us today. We have a lot to cover, so let's get started. At MSU Denver, around 60% of undergraduates are the first in their family to set a four-year college education. The First Generation Initiatives program hosted an event to bring those first-gen students together to connect with food, swag, and a Kahoot game.
That's right, Kevin. Our reporter Ytzel Vazquez Meza talked to a few of the organizers about their experience and what it means to be first generation.
November 3rd through the 7th is First Generation Students Week, and I went to the First Gen festivities event to talk with a few students about how has MSU Denver helped them and how has their experience at MSU being a first generation student been.
November 8th is National First Generation College Student Day, and so it's really just an opportunity to celebrate, honor, and recognize first generation college students. It's national, so a lot of institutions have moved from just a one-day celebration on November 8th to usually a week-long celebration. I think that first gen identity doesn't ever go away, even once you've graduated from college. Now you're a first gen professional, and that's a different experience to navigate. Most of my family, they don't know what it means to be like a professional and like work at a desk all day or be in meetings all day, things like that. So I think it's definitely an identity to be proud of and to celebrate, but it definitely comes with its challenges. But it's something that I think I wouldn't change for anything.
It was hard to find a first-gen community at first. I did feel like there was more opportunities to build community here at MSU Denver. There's like from going to events, workshops, or just people in my classes, I felt like it was easier to build that community. And as a first gen, I would have loved to have that like in my first year. So I think at least for first year starting at MSU Denver, it would be really helpful for them to start just to build at least like a little circle of people that they can like confide in. But so far it's been great. I mean, I would definitely have chosen to come here for my first year if I could again. So I would recommend it, start here.
Rosmina gave this advice to any first generation students. Don't let anyone dull your shine. You're not alone, and don't give up. I'm Ytzel Vazquez Meza. Back to you in the studio.
This month is the Native Heritage Month at MSU Denver. Has been hosting several events for students at the Aurora campus. This past Tuesday, MSU Denver held an event where students, alumni, and community members could gather together and participate on evening hand games. Whether you were new to the hand game or trying to reconnect with it, this was the opportunity to learn and play while experiencing indigenous traditions. The hand game is a traditional guessing hiding game played among many tribal nations across the Northeast and Plains region. This brings communities together, friendly competition, songs, and deep cultural meaning.
The C2 Hub is a useful resource for students. Their mission is to guide students through their time at MSU Denver by organizing events that are helpful for post-graduation plans. Recently, the C2 Hub organized a career carnival, which put a fun spin on the carnival but provided insight for job opportunities. I had the chance to join in on the fun while exploring the resources provided by the C2 Hub. Let's take a look. Here at the Tivoli Town Hall, the Classroom to Career Hub is putting on a career carnival where students can meet employers and get prepared for their future careers. Let's check it out.
And so we were trying to figure out a way to get more students in earlier. And we thought, well, what if we made it fun, right? If we made it a carnival, who doesn't like a carnival, right? You can play games, you can get your face painted, you can have some snacks, and you will learn about your own career journey and the types of resources that can assist you. So that's how we came about it. Like we just thought, what's the fun way to get students in the room? And as you can see, we had a ton of students. I think we're at about 300. This is a 3-hour event, and we had about 300 students today. So I'm really excited to see students wanting to come in and talk to us about these resources.
It's very informative. It gives people, so I'm a first gen student, so right, so it's hard like understanding everything that's going on and the little ins and outs, yes, the technicals and stuff. And so events like these, it's very inclusive. It helps students to be able to see and learn about information they may not have been aware of before, and then they get resources on how to dive deeper into it, so that way they can kind of land it better with their career path. Yeah.
The Career Carnival continues today at the C2 Hub, giving Roadrunners a fun way to prepare for life after graduation. From MSU Denver, I'm Camila Lomakina, signing off.
The area campus welcomes the holiday season with the Denver Christian Carnival Market and the Mile High Street on campus this year. The 25th annual German-style Christmas market, which was previously located in the Civic Center Park, found a new home this year on the Auraria campus due to construction. Starting today, Friday, November 21st at 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. until December 23rd, the market offers foods and gifts. The famous Mile High Tree will also be making its debut. The Mile High Tree is bigger than the Rockefeller Center's Christmas tree and contains more than 50,000 LED lights. Entry is free to the public. Don't forget to stop by and take a glance at the glimmering lights.
So the Denver Christkindl Market is put on by the German American Chamber of Commerce, their Colorado chapter, and then it is in tandem with the Mile High Tree, which is put on by Visit Denver. It was announced that Civic Center Park, which used to be the home for the market, was going to go under construction and was no longer going to be available. So they then started actively looking for a new home for the market, and it just seemed like such a perfect fit, with the amazing cultural nature of the market and our very diverse and welcoming campus, with our built-in foot traffic, great parking, safe area, lots of space for them to have for their market. It just seemed like a perfect fit all the way around, and so far we've been really happy with the partnership with them and with us, and we're just excited to see it come to life and for the students, faculty, staff, campus community to also have something to enjoy this holiday season.
That wraps up our campus stories, but don't tune out just yet, because coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the viral clip of a Denver city and county worker pouring bleach all over a local taco stand.
Then we will have our weather correspondent Carissa Altenbacher with the latest forecast and how it will affect your holiday travel plans. All this and more after the break.
You may have seen a recent viral video taken right here in Colorado, where Denver health inspectors are seen pouring bleach on food at a local food stand, Taco Laredo. We reached out to both parties for a statement. The health inspectors say the stand has been repeatedly cited for multiple violations, including unsafe meat temperatures and improper food storage. They said that the stand even received a cease and desist letter in person. Failing to comply, the inspectors claim the pouring of bleach is illegal, although uncommon practice used to denature the food so it can't be resold. The owner, Isidro Garcia Barrientos, claims the inspectors did not identify themselves or wear badges while also admitting to operating without a license. Quote, "The woman was rude and said we cannot sell and started putting bleach on the food," end quote. The video has sparked controversy online, with many calling the actions of inspectors disrespectful and wasteful, while others claim the actions were justified for public safety.
In last year's Paris Olympics, controversy rose after Algerian boxer Iman Khalif won the women's welterweight gold. The boxer won a match by forfeit, where an Italian boxer, Angelina Carini, forfeit after 46 seconds. In the post-match interview, she stated she was never hit with such a powerful punch, sparkling the debate over Khalif's participation. The IOC has come forward stating that there hasn't been an official decision made on the blanket ban, but have been previously let other sports set their own policies on transgender inclusions. So far, boxing have started their own mandatory sex testing for athletes entering women's events. And President Trump is hopeful enacting his executive order banning all transgender athletes from participating in women's sports at Los Angeles Olympics in 2028.
Energy prices going up is a concern for many people here at MedTV. Our reporter Riley Rome had the opportunity to sit down with Robert Kenny, the president of Ytzel Energy Colorado, to see what's in store for Colorado's energy over the next couple of years.
Our first focus is always on safety and reliability. We want to make sure that there's reliable power for our customers. In terms of what customers can expect over the next several months, we expect rates to stay relatively stable over the next few months. So we don't expect any direct impact from the maintenance of Comanche 3. We also, from a reliability perspective, our other unit, Comanche 2, is still running reliably. And so we would expect that customers shouldn't see any decrease in their power quality. Well, as you and your viewers may know, and as our customers and communities should be aware, we do expect to retire our coal plants by the end of 2030. And so we're adding and bringing on tremendous amounts of renewable energy over the grid between now and 2030. So as we phase out our coal units, we're bringing on more renewable energy, and that's wind and solar and batteries. And so that's what we are working on to make sure that we maintain reliable energy. The other thing that we're doing is we want to, and while Comanche 3 is going to run through 2030, we want to make sure that we're maintaining it and fixing it. And so we have maintenance programs for all of our plants to make sure that they're running well while they are up and running.
I wonder what the weather is going to look like for all of those holiday travelers.
Well, Camila, our weather correspondent Carissa Ottenbacher has the latest forecast for us. Take it away, Carissa.
Thanks, guys. After an abnormally warm start to November, sweater weather is upon us. We finally see some of that chilly weather coming in our way for the week of Thanksgiving. Monday night, we'll start to see those cold temperatures pushing in. Tuesday, we'll have a high of around 42 degrees with a low of 28. The rest of the week, we'll have mostly sunny skies, bringing warmer temperatures during the day, with the highs in the 50s. But as soon as that sun starts to set, temperatures will dip back down into the 30s. This forecast also bodes well for holiday travelers, where little to no precipitation is expected outside the mountains. While the road conditions may be favorable, expect some heavy holiday traffic regardless on Tuesday, Wednesday, as well as Saturday. The Denver airport won't be any better, so be sure to factor in at least an hour or more extra into your travel plans. Thankfully, we'll have some mild weather for most of the week of the break, but by the end, we'll see some of the coldest temperatures yet, with just a high of 27 on Sunday and the low of 12. We could even see our first snow in the season in Denver. We can expect to see low temperatures as we trend towards our typical winter patterns. Now we send it back to Camila and Kevin at the desk.
Thank you, Carissa.
Hey, Camila, do you believe that Hawaii was got a first snow on his season, the first in Colorado?
No, I can't believe it. Is that true?
Yeah, I just saw a picture. I thought it was AI, and I still can't believe that. Got first snow than here in November.
Wow, I would never think that believe it because typically Hawaii is known for its sunny weather and warm beaches, and so for it to have its first snowfall before Colorado, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, unexpected. Coming up after the break, Ronan McNeal is giving us an update on the latest with the Epstein files.
Ben Pearse gives us a sneak peek of the 99th Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And Alejandro Silva gives us an update on sports from the volleyball team's practice.
Hello everyone, I'm Ronan McNeal, here with all the latest news in politics. Let's see what's been going on from here to Washington, D.C. The government went through its longest shutdown in history, lasting 43 days. The House and Senate voted to approve the budget on November 12th. Later, President Trump signed the budget, allowing the government to reopen. Officials stated the government would be fully reopened Monday, November 17th. With the Senate and the House back in session, Adelita Grijalva from Arizona's 7th Congressional District was sworn in, securing enough votes for the House to move a bill on the release of the Epstein files. Once the budget was passed in Congress, their next order of business was addressing the Epstein files. Both chambers of Congress voted in favor of the full release of the Epstein files. On November 18th, the House passed the bill with a 427 to 1 vote, and the Senate passed it unanimously, after President Trump did not fulfill his previous promise of making the documents public. The president signed the bill into law on November 19th. Attorney General Pam Bondi has 30 days to release the files. While bits of information continues to spread, the president continues to avoid questions in regards to the files, calling it a Democratic hoax and calling for Democratic leaders to be investigated. On November 9th, Trump took to his social media platform, Truth Social, to comment on the possibility of issuing $2,000 stimulus checks. He argued that tariffs on foreign goods would generate the revenue needed to fund these payments in the same post. He referred to those opposed to the tariffs as fools. Trump continued on stating, "We are now the richest, most respected country in the world, with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. 401ks are highest ever. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt," despite experts' previous claims. While speaking to reporters in the Oval Office, the president said, "We're going to be issuing dividends later on, somewhere prior to, probably in the middle of next year, a little bit later than that." Keep up with Met TV for any updates on this story. Well, that's all we have for politics this month. We'll see you next time with more news. But don't tune out just yet, because we have Ben Pearse with entertainment.
Hey y'all, welcome to this month's EMET segment. I'm Ben Pearse, here to give you the latest updates in the world of entertainment. Let's dive in. This past weekend, the MSU Denver Theater Department put on their production of The Wolves. The play follows a high school girls soccer team as they find out who they are while navigating the challenges of growing up as they show off their athletic skills. If you didn't get a chance to catch the Wolves play, don't worry. The theater department's next productions are Hair, set to debut at the end of February of next year, and William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, set to debut in April of 2026. Are you feeling the itch to get into the holiday spirit? Well, maybe a big balloon may just do the trick. The 99th annual Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade is ready with new floats and balloons set to take to the streets of Manhattan for the longest running show on Broadway. New floats include a new bricktastic wintry themed Lego float and a Labubu float displaying the iconic Chinese toy. New giant character balloons include Pac-Man, Shrek's Onion Carriage, the return of Buzz Lightyear in a new balloon form, and the parade's debut of Super Mario. You can catch all the fun and more on Thanksgiving morning on NBC. Drama unfolded at the Miss Universe contest. The contestant from Mexico, Fatima Bosch, walked out after a fight with one of the organizers in Thailand. During a public event, Bosch was scolded and belittled by the organizer. Security was asked to remove her, but she chose to leave of her own accord. Her exit caused shock, and multiple contestants, including Armenia, Bolivia, and Palestine, walked out in support of her. Even Miss Denmark, Victoria Skjelvig, last year's Miss Universe, joined in on the solidarity, adding more weight to the protest. Bosch later said she was just standing up for herself.
I think that you're amazing people, but what just your director did is not respectful. He called me dumb because he had problems with the organization, and I think that's not fair because I'm here and I do everything okay. I don't mess with anyone. I just try to be kind. I'm trying to give my best, and he just shot me and he just said to me and shut up and a lot of different things. And I think that the world needs to see this because we are empowered women and this is a platform for our voice. And no one can shut our voice and no one will do that to me. And I don't have a problem with any one of you. You have my respect and I love your country. But the way that he treats me without any reason just because he has problems, that is not okay. And I hope that everyone at home, every woman, doesn't matter if you have a big dream, if you have a crown, if that's take away your dignity, you need to go. Thank you.
On Thursday, Miss Mexico was crowned the winner for the 4th time in the country's history, despite the conflict with the organizer. Well, that's all we have for you this month in the always crazy world of entertainment. As always, I've been Ben Pearse, bringing you the updates. Stay tuned because after the break, we have Alejandro Silva with sports.
Hello everyone, I'm Alejandro here to bring you all the important updates in sports. Let's get this ball rolling. I'm out here in front of the Athletic Assembly Complex where the Roadrunners men's soccer team wrapped up one of the best seasons since 2012, closing the regular season with a strong home win, advancing confidently into the RMAC semifinals, and ultimately battling the championship match against UCCS. Our reporter Fabrizio Escalona was at all 3 games, capturing how the team grew, competed, and left everything out on the field. Let's take a look.
Double or nothing for all Ronan because today is the last game of the regular season. Today they play against Colorado Christian University. If they lost, they tie, we need to wait for Sur. If they win, we need to wait a miracle. Let's take a look. After a dominant victory of 3-0 against Colorado Christian University, the Roadrunners finished the 2025 season in the number 2 set on the tournament, their best season since 2012. With the regular season behind them, the Roadrunners now turn their focus in the Airman Championship. Let's see what the goalkeeper McNeal, Brian Vazquez, and the coach Nick has to say.
It would mean a lot. I mean, coming in last year, you want to just extend your season as far as you can go. So it would mean a ton for me if I could just keep on pushing it, make the NCAA tournament for the first time in my soccer career. It would be a big deal. So super excited for what's to come.
It feels really good, and I think it's going to give us a little boost of confidence playing at home and more motivation for everyone, the team, and as well as all the fans that come and support us.
The program is going to be better than any individual would be. You know, we like to say we've got a lot of top players, but we don't have any superstars that are just going to bail us out. And so I think the strength of this group is shown. You know, today I think we had 3 forwards that have been substitutes coming off the bench that scored. Against Meza, it was 3 substitutes that scored goals. It kept things alive. And so what I really love about this group is the depth. You know, teams can't take a play off when we sub in our new front 5, new front 6. And so I think that's our biggest strength, is that everybody can step up and do their jobs. And there's no one player that anybody can key on. I don't know who's going to score every game, so how can our opponents?
And you were right, coach, because in the Airman semifinals, the Roadrunners suffered in the 99 minutes in a physical match against Regis University. But out of nowhere, Philip Villapudua pulled out a rifle from 47 meters to score the only goal of the game and qualify the Roadrunners for the Airman Championship final. Now let's hear the toast of the semi-final hero.
The team mentality was great. It's been great all season, so I'm really happy with the team, and everybody is too. We worked hard every single day for this. We built our mentalities up always, so it's good that we made it this far. It was a difficult game. Props to them. They gave us a hard game too. It was a very even game, I'd say, from both halves. And then, yeah, it was a difficult game. They had a good possession, especially in the first half, and we tried to make some adjustments at halftime. And I think we brought more intensity for the second half, and I think it changed the game.
And the grand final happened in the UCCS campus. The Ronan dominated 75% of the game, leading by 2 goals and sealing on the verge of victory. However, the unexpected happened, and after a penalty with 10 minutes remaining, the Mountain Lions relayed to win 3-2 with 2 goals in 10 seconds, leaving the Roadrunners on the field and becoming the new Airman 2025 champions. What a crazy combat. The mistakes of the defenders, 2 goals in 10 seconds, and a really sad moment for all the Roadrunners. But nothing more to expect for the Airman Championship. Inside 2012, they finally fight for the champion. The Fabrizio Escalona from MedTV.
We're in here at the Aurora Event Center, where you can see behind me that the MSU Denver women's volleyball team has been practicing. Now, the MSU women's volleyball team has been performing very well during the regular season. Our reporter Kevin Zepeda has more detail on the last 2 games and had the chance to talk to a few players.
The MSU Roadrunners have played the last 2 games of the season last weekend against Adams State University and New Mexico Highlands University. finishing the regular season with 14 consecutive wins and heading to the playoffs, winning the Airmac for the 5th consecutive year. Here are a few words from the two players and the head coach from the MSU volleyball team.
There was not one single person we couldn't have done it without, so I'm just so incredibly proud of my team. Absolutely. We just talked about, we need to go back to what we were doing in the first and second set and not try harder that we were trying to do. We didn't want to be trying too hard, so just move on and just eyes forward and eyes up. We're just going to keep doing what we need to do. So that if our blocking is off one day, we have so many other factors that can come into play and help us win a battle. So it's really good that we just have so many factors that we can run to and focus on when we're struggling in other areas. When you let teams get momentum, that things feel a little bit hard and out of control, you have to really battle back and bounce back. So I thought we tried to let things get out of hand in the middle of the match, but I was proud of how we turned it around in the fourth set, and then we kind of got back into rhythm and kept playing our game, and I think that's what makes all this score. I'm just so impressed with your growth here. Ani's just done a really good job, especially this year, with a little bit heavier load on her shoulders. Just learning how to manage that. Or so last side, you so much you have to do. Pretty much do every skill, mixed up set. So she just done such a great job, getting a lot of out of system balls to us, being our go-to attack, and just staying consistent throughout the course of the match. So I just love the growth that she's shown. Obviously, she has a heavy arm, and she just understands the game in back. So she does a lot more than even before.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. I've been growing so much here. Jenny really pushed me in some spaces to grow, and my teammates too. So it's just been awesome. I'm super blessed. Thanks to God that I came here, and just so grateful.
The Roadrunners won the postseason against Adams State University and moving up to the semifinal. I'm Kevin Zepeda, reporting from MedTV.
16th Street Mall after the game to get yourself an authentic New York-style slice of pizza, calzone, strombolis, or pasta.
The basketball season for the Roadrunners has started at the Aurora Event Center. Here's a recap from the first two games from the men's basketball team. The Roadrunners had a rocky start during the first game against Texas A&M International University with the score of 96-107. In the second game, the Roadrunners played against Sul Ross State University. In the first half, the Roadrunners showed a peak performance with 5 players scoring double digits. The highest scoring were Quave Pross Allison with 19 points and Garrett Fall with 18 points. Combined, all 5 players have gone 12 of 17 from the three-point range, achieving the Roadrunners' highest point mark in 20 years. The Roadrunners will be heading out of home to keep playing in Texas and Pueblo, but don't worry if you miss the home games. The next ones will be on December 4th against Fort Lewis College and December 6th against Adams State University. If you want more information about the schedules, visit the website of roadrunnersathletics.com. That ends our sports segment. Be sure to check out our YouTube channels for updates on all sports. Now let's send it back to the desk to Kevin and Camila.
Thank you, Alejandro. So, Kevin, you have any plans for Thanksgiving?
I'm just resting. Probably gonna eat with my family, just not turkey, What about you?
Same. Friends and family coming together, like my parents and my brother and his wife. So I think it'll be a nice evening to spend together.
You're gonna eat some turkey?
Oh yes, of course. And don't forget the cranberry sauce too.
I haven't tried it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, well one day you might try it.
One day. Well, that's all we have for today.
Be sure to check out more of our content at mymedia.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay updated on our monthly broadcast.
From all of us at the Met Report, thank you for joining us. I'm Camila.
And I'm Kevin. Until the next time, have a great day.